Hey, y'all. Welcome back to Straight Talk, No BS. I'm Jay. I'm your host tonight. This is Tanya. We have Taz up in the right-hand corner, and we have Nay down below. How you ladies doing?
Hey,
Hey, great, I guess.
what's going on?
Yes. But we got to get into that and talk about that, see what's going on. Hey, Amber.
Hey, Caroline.
Everybody in the comments, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe us right now.
Tag somebody, nag somebody, tell
That's
somebody
it.
something.
And y'all, just so y'all know, we will be talking about how to handle rejection in the second segment of the show. So y'all, if y'all waiting on that, the first part of our show is what's on your mind, and then we'll get into the how do you handle rejection. Okay, so don't just leave us and bounce off and say they ain't even talking about what they posted topic was about. We got you, we got y'all. So just hang in there. Hey, Tatiana.
Hey, mama.
Hey, everybody. All right, y'all, let's get to what's on your mind. Nay, I'm gonna start with you. What's on your mind tonight, girl?
Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. What's on my mind tonight is, even though things have came a long way from what was in the past in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, some things never change. Without giving my child's name, I'm just going to say that my child and my grandchild was faced with police brutality. And in that instance, one of their significant others was arrested. And me being the parent, I automatically, what y'all do, what happened, blah, blah, blah. And at the end of the day, it was not my daughter's fault, nor her significant other fault. And so the court-appointed lawyer, after reading the police report, told the young man, you know what, you need to fight this. They had no business arresting you. They had no business trying to search your car. You didn't do anything wrong. But at the same time, with that being said, not all officers are bad. Not all police are out to get you. So I don't want to paint that picture, but that's something that me and my family endured over the last couple of days. And I was frantic. You know, I'm ready to go down for mine. I know people laugh when I say that, but I'd rather you arrest me than to take my grandkids or.
So let me ask you, Nate. Let me ask you real quick. I need to jump in so everybody understand. So you saying that your son-in-law was parked when the police came up on him?
He was parked and standing outside his car. Yes.
And so then they automatically searched his car without his permission?
Without his permission. They had no business searching his car.
What was the reason they rolled up on him anyway?
They were looking for a certain person, which they found the certain person that they were looking for.
Idea,
so
okay.
it was over.
Person.
Always.
Okay, so when they was looking for that certain person, once he gave them his ID and they realized it was not him, they were supposed to move on.
Yeah, they were supposed to move on. But me as the mother, you know, like I said, I can admit when I'm wrong, but I have to dig in my kid's ass, because in my mind, you got to keep a cool head. I'm the only one in the family. I'm the queen. I trump everything. Let me act the fool. You don't act the fool. You keep my grandbaby safe.
Baby, I don't think Nate, I don't think you can handle that loose steric time either.
So I can't
as you getting older, you know them floor cots, they hard. They ain't got no cotton in them, so you better sort of take it easy.
Oh, Lord.
So I had to inform my daughter as well, because you were getting your nails done or whatever, having her girl time. You have rights. So when they threaten you and you know you ain't done nothing wrong, you have rights.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let anybody just tell you anything under the sun, and then here come mama, and mama don't know what's going on. I don't give a damn if you 50 and I'm 80. I need to call my mama because I think you lying.
You know what? You would think that we've come a long way, but we are constantly reminded. Sometimes we go about our day-to-day lives, you know,
We forget
Yeah, until
that
yet
we have to
again.
act different because of our skin color. We forget that
Yep.
until we're reminded. But it's important that for everybody out there, just to know I'm not trying to get all preachy, but I'm just going to say, make sure that your kids, as they're growing up, you teach them the laws, about the
That's
laws.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Teach
Not
them about
just
the
that
laws.
one specific law.
Yeah,
Right,
and
but
teach them how to handle the
truthfully, the laws, the actual legal laws of the state.
yeah.
You
Teach them
know,
how to
and they
handle
can't.
themselves.
There
Yes.
you go.
And
That's
you
where I was
know,
coming.
initially I was gonna get on here and say names and stuff like that, but it's that young man's personal business. So if he does have a suit by chance, I don't want to mess it up because I'm saying this, that, and the third. It's not for
Right.
me to say.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
sad part because they're going to say that he gave permission to have the car searched.
How?
Right. Right.
They're just
And,
gonna
and
say
then
that.
it'll just be his word against the officer's
Or they're
word.
gonna say that they had probable cause, which they didn't.
Yeah.
They're
That's
gonna
something,
find
you
a
know,
way to twist it.
I know one thing that we as a society, we can't give any help to what's already a corrupted system. You get what I'm trying to say?
Exactly.
We can't help them to find reasons to do things. They're already on the hunt. So we have to start, like you said, educate.
Educate your
Be
kids.
aware.
Tell them how to handle themselves whenever they get stopped by the police.
There's just a certain manner
That's
that you
saying
do.
that we got to have a certain protocol when we get
And-
pulled over.
And if they
And
know-
don't think
and
that I didn't. Don't think that I didn't go into teacher mode. You know, instantly I'm fussing. I'm like, hey, do this, and do it like this. If you don't do
Yeah.
it like this, then I'll do it for you.
Yeah.
if you teach them the law, trust and believe, when they get stopped and they know their rights, if they can quote that law at that point in time that's dealing with what's going on, it's going to make them back up.
Prince,
know what the
better
bad
say
thing
that
is?
one more again, because when I produce what I produce, that man backed the hell up.
Yeah. When
Let me
you
tell you
know-
something.
When you
Go
know
ahead,
it,
Frank.
trust and believe, then they're going to be like, okay. But the reason they do it is because they feel that we don't know the law. We
That's
know
true.
nothing about it. We can't quote it. We don't know the circumstances about it. Yes, we do. Even though these laws were not made to protect us
Don't benefit us at all.
at all.
There's always a
that's one of
loophole
them go
when it
against
comes to them.
You
Against
know,
us.
I fear that. Okay, I've witnessed some instances where you quote the law, right? You stand on it.
Get them more aggravated.
It causes more for you somehow or another. Things twist, and it causes more aggravation and more charges,
Yep.
more all kind of different mannerisms. The key
Because now
is
you're challenging my authority.
the key is to stand strong
And
in
then-
what you know. So
and
do
don't-
not be swayed. And this is just my personal opinion. Don't be swayed by any of it. Stand strong in what it is because those are true laws.
Yeah, and
So
then
anyway.
not only that, and then you know what I'm saying. Nowadays, everybody's recording. So when you produce their video,
Yeah, so there you
and
go
they know
on that
what's
part.
said. See, you might be able to alter yours, but mine gonna be the original.
There you go.
That's
There
it.
it
what I'm
is.
saying?
There it is. Enough said. Enough
Let me
said.
read this comment from Tatiana. Tatiana said, out of all the cops that was out there, only the white man was doing probably too much.
Throwing threats to me and him.
Throwing threats to me and him, but we good, he good. And
Just learned a
it's
lesson.
just a lesson that I learned. At the wrong place at the wrong time. That's all. That's how it usually happens a lot of time. And I can't say that you be at the wrong place at the wrong time. Well, maybe that is it. At the wrong place at the wrong time.
I don't know. You can mess around, be at the grocery store. That might be the wrong
I'm
place.
saying,
wrong place
How's that?
I'm gonna say,
Okay,
I'm gonna say they be at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yes.
That's what I'm gonna say.
All
Shit.
right.
And that's sad that we as black folks, me, because when I see them come, like I told y'all before, I cringe. I mean, I'm like this. Not that I have a record or anything like that, but it's just like I'm afraid of the cops. It shouldn't be. But anyway, all right. Nay, I'm sorry to hear about that. And
Yes.
hopefully, he gets out and everything is okay,
Works
and maybe he
itself
can
out.
win his case against them. You know.
Definitely.
All right.
Definitely.
So Tanya, I'm gonna go to you. What's on your mind?
Well, what's on my mind is something I guess a little encouraging. I don't know. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have heard of Tank, the singer, R&B singer. So recently he came out and said that he's suffering from hearing loss. He's going deaf in one ear, and losing hearing progressively in the other one. And so as a singer, that is like a super blow to you and your livelihood. You get what I'm saying? Because it causes equilibrium issues. You start stumbling and falling. Not to mention you can't hear your pitch, hear yourself, period, when you're singing. So it's causing problems. And for such a big blow to be dealt, I will read his statement. He says, I'm going completely deaf in my right ear. I'm kind of losing sound in my left. I'm dizzy. I can't walk a straight line. All of this out of nowhere. He said, I don't know how or why. I've seen the doctors, got MRIs and all that good stuff. Okay, and he's on medication. But he goes on to say, no matter what you're going through, no matter where you find yourself, whether your body is failing you, whether your mind is failing you, whether your spirit is failing you, keep going, keep pushing. And so I read that and I just felt like, wow, you know what I'm saying? We get, like I said earlier, caught up so much in the things that we do daily that, we're like all in this negative funk. I found myself in one again this morning, feeling completely overwhelmed and like forget the world and I'm blaming this person, blaming that person. But it's like, keep going. My body is hurting. I'm going through different kind of issues or whatever. And it's like, man, my instinct is just to ball up and cry and to sit in one spot. But something like that made me say, just keep going. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else has definitely got it much worse than you do. You know what I mean? And I don't know, just to hear someone who's suffering something big like that still be encouraging and trying to encourage others, hey, that was kind of uplifting to me. So I thought I would share that with you guys.
Yep.
That's what I was saying when I did that 5-mile walk. I wanted to lay down and roll over, but I told myself, keep going.
That was that anger. That was, look, you never know what fuels your exercise regimen.
Baby,
Okay.
you was mad from the day before. You was one of the cops' ass. Tell the truth,
Yeah.
shame the devil.
Shame the devil.
You was still hot from that, baby.
Buck here, honey.
High stepping.
That's all right.
But yeah, that is encouraging to keep on pushing.
That's
because,
it.
honey, I know it'd be some days I just want to sit in one spot.
Rock and roll.
Okay.
Just be like, oh, what was
Be
me?
wondering
But
what is this pain coming from? Have y'all ever just woke up and just feel sharp pains
Whoa.
coming shooting through your body?
I'm just saying,
I'm like, God, dog,
Wait.
didn't nobody tell me about getting old? It's supposed to feel like this.
y'all
Be feeling like electricity just shooting through your body.
like, where the hell and why? But anyway,
But anyway, Taz, what's on your mind?
What's on mine? I often think about when we, what I'm saying, we as parents, when it's our time when we go, nobody knows, you know what I'm saying? To have to leave our kids to deal with the world's chaos.
okay.
And it's like, it's going to be pure D, HE double hockey sticks, period. And knowing how we deal with things versus how they deal with things.
Boy.
It's like it scares me, not only for mine, but for everybody's. You know what I'm saying? Because nowadays, you know what I'm saying, they standing up.
That's true. That is true.
You know what
I
I'm
have to
saying?
give it, yeah.
And we teach them to be strong. We teach them to stand up for what they believe in, stand up for their rights. And it's like you said, a while ago about having to teach them how to act a certain way. One thing, though, I can say I will not ever tell them to do. You ain't finna sit up here and disrespect my child and have him talking about, yes, sir. And we not doing that. I know I wouldn't do it. I'm not going to ask my kids to do something I know I wouldn't do. So, on the cool, I'll probably be dead, too.
You saying you wouldn't want them to say yes, sir, or no, sir, to the cops?
Not in that, no. Okay.
Not in the tone that they want them to say it
See what
in.
I'm saying? Like the slave tone.
And that demeaning
that,
tone.
that demeaning. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
No, I wouldn't do it either. I'm not going to ask them to do, I wouldn't ask nobody to do nothing that I'm not willing to do.
Okay.
Shit, I'm human just like you.
So you fear for your children as far as the time that we live in right now.
Yes, very much so.
And that is a concern because when you think about it, like you said, the way that we handle things mentally,
Totally different.
and how this younger generation is completely different. But like you said, to their tribute, they are standing up more. I was really like, well, with George Floyd passed, that uproar was just like the last drop in the cup that just overflowed and just caused a reaction similar to the civil rights movement. And so it's still to be going on now, and people are still protesting. People are still, getting commanding laws to be changed, demanding laws to be changed, things to change. I mean, it's promising. It gives you kind of like a hopeful spirit, but you know that it could be the opposite too.
That's what I was about to say.
It's-
It's promising and it's scary at the same time.
Yeah.
It
That's
is.
how I feel for our kids.
and you know
Because,
what-
they feel
Okay.
so brave now. They're so outspoken. It's like they need to learn sometimes how to
Dial
back
it back
up,
just a
dial
bit.
it back just a little bit.
For me, it's my youngest daughter. She's so quick to pop at the mouth. I be wanting to take her teeth and grind them. Shut your mouth sometimes. Shut up. Let me do
You
it.
can't blame her. She get that from you.
Okay, that extra
I-
fly,
but
that
That's-
extra fly
baby,
is
that-
you.
baby, that's your gene. That's your
That's
gene
what I
all
was
day.
just gonna tell you. I want her to text in because my famous words to her is, Tatiana, be quiet because you can't beat me being me. You can't whoop me because you get it from me. So if
Yes, Lord.
I'm trying to put you on a smoother path, if I'm trying to put you on a path where you won't have to struggle the way I did, close your lips and just listen. Just listen sometimes.
And real quick, I think it was last week. So, short version. So I watched this movie. I got to figure out. I got to go back and look and see what the name of it is. But there was a young man who was picking his son up, taking him home from a friend's house. They get pulled over. They were actually slowing down. They were not speeding up. The cops pulled them over, and the son has a phone in his hand. They get him out the car. One of the cops end up killing this man's son.
Oh wow.
A year later, they go and they decide they're not going to file charges, whatever. This man, his uncle, his cousins, that it was a young man that was documenting, everything that went on. Girl, he told this young man, he said, I need you to, he said, I'm kind of feeling sick. Can you drive? So the young man that was filming everything, he says yes. He said, I got to run in here to my friend's house. This man runs in there and get the chief of police. Drives him over to his cousin. Them, they all get in the van. They got, bulletproof vests on and all that. He made this police officer because they did not charge him. They went in there. He went in there and he told this police officer. He said, "I want you to." He said, "This your phone." He said, "Call your wife and your son." The man called his wife and his son and told his wife that I won't be making it home. I'm not gonna make it out of this. The man's crying. He puts the gun to the middle of the man's forehead. He pulls the trigger, but it clicks. The man just starts shaking and crying. And he told him, he said, "That pain that you feel right there," he said, "I've been feeling that for the last year."
Wow.
And that was it. You know what I'm saying? And it was like that was it. That's what he wanted, you know what I'm saying? And the man that killed his son on the way out of the building, he told this man, he said, "Let me walk out with you." You know what I'm saying? Because he done made him see things in a whole different light. They get to the door, he has his hands up, and the police officer said that he had him with him. He said, "Don't shoot, we're coming out." He's unarmed. Girl, they didn't even make it through the door, and a sniper shot him in the head.
Oh wow.
And the police officer just screamed, and he was like, "What are you doing? What have you done?" You know what I'm saying? He was willing to go ahead and take his punishment. But what he tried
So what's
to
the
do,
name? What's the name of this movie that you're talking about?
I'm gonna have to look it up again.
Okay.
American Skin. American
Okay,
Skin.
American Skin.
Okay.
And I want to say it's on Hulu.
And okay, I'm about to check it
Yes.
out just to see. I guess put a visual to what you were talking about.
Yes. And I mean, it's a good movie. Oh, girl, it's good.
All
But
right.
yeah.
Okay, y'all. Well, what's on my mind is, since we're talking about all this chaos and stuff, is why do people I don't even know how to put this, but why do people always steal your idea and try to claim that it's theirs? Why? I had a guy who asked me to do an order for him, some t-shirts, right? He wanted a big lump sum of t-shirts, right? So I decided, okay, I'm going to do these t-shirts. I said, but first I'm going to make you a prototype. I make the prototype, take it, we meet up. This fool yanks it out of my hand. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's nice. Then later on, he tells me, later on, I never heard anything back from him. So I'm like, okay, do you want this order or not? Did you like it? You said you liked the t-shirt. Do you want the order? Never did get back with me, put me off, then send me a message and he says, well, I'm going to get back with you. Give me this certain date and I'm going to get back with you. That certain date came and gone. Then he tells me, I'm going to make, I went with somebody else to do the t-shirts. But come on now. I know you're using the prototype that I gave you. you went and figured out how to make it, and then he also told me that I found a cheaper price to do them. But why did you need me to design it for you to take it? And that's not the only time that has happened to me. Okay, I'm not gonna mention no names but it's a big dealership. They have this car and it has a sensor that it senses if somebody's coming by or whatever, right? And then the anti-lock brakes, they automatically brake, right? They gave that thing the name of I something, right? Now it just so happened why my invention is called the iWatch.
Okay.
With this very same thing.
And this happened to you?
Yeah, I sent it off to an invention company and ended up about 6, 7, 8 months later, my invention is with this big dealership.
Oh, okay, honey, no.
Yeah.
Now.
So why do
come on
people
now.
steal your ideas? Why?
Oh,
Why do they always take from us? Damn it.
I got one
I was
thing.
just
I
going to
got.
say that.
Go ahead. I
I was
got
just
one thing
gonna
to say.
that it's not necessarily. It's the way the system is set up. Once you create something, somebody else swoops in and try to. Just because they tweak it a certain way, it makes it not yours anymore. Just because they change one word in the patent,
yeah, I understand exactly
anymore.
right, Nay. But Nay, it was my whole write up about it. Everything was exactly the same. They even pitched the fucking idea the same
way.
With my pitch, you use my pitch.
I think what Nay is trying to say, Nay, please correct me if I'm wrong, is that the justification that someone has to make it okay with themselves, I changed that R. The spelling of it is different. Oh, no, wait. Let me pronounce it. Instead of savage, it's savage.
There you go.
I'm, you know what I'm saying? And then I got one more other thing to say to that. KFC. This has been going on from the beginning of black people and all the way back to, okay? The stealing and taking of and making your own or making it now your possession or your creation has been happening since way back when. KFC, old a woman slave, they had her in the kitchen, you know what I'm saying? Cooking up stuff, had a recipe, stole her recipe. For those who do not know where KFC's recipe of however many golden spices or whatever that is, that was not Colonel Sanders' originality. It was not. So I'm just saying that's been happening since way back when.
You know what?
Not that I don't support KFC because I eat the hell out of some KFC. But anyway, I'm just putting that out there.
But I'm like, why do they have to keep us on bottom? Why are you stealing from us and taking it and claiming it like it's yours? Why?
You know what? That's funny because for years now, when I do my poetry, if anybody pays attention to the name that I write under, it's Lady Zaki. Okay, it's Zaki. And mind you, I had never seen it. Now, where that comes from is my kids. It's actually Zaki Dre.
Oh, okay.
It's their nicknames all put together to create one name, which is Zaki Dre. Okay. So one day I go on Facebook and I see it. They got it on the doggone shirt.
Ain't that something, girl? Shut your mouth, shut your mouth.
And it's spelled Zaki. I said, hold on.
So my thing from now on, trust nobody. Trust no one. Make sure that you patent your stuff. Don't trust these invention companies because they will sell your idea to get money.
You know what? Not trying to take away from this particular thing you're talking about. But since you said taking away, get things patented, don't trust. That don't trust brings me to something that happened to me today.
Oh, Lord, yes. Tell us
you
about
guys. You know how the people come knocking on your door talking about, yeah, you have this electric company and our electric company offers so-and-so kilowatts that are cheaper.
I told her don't do it. But
Well,
that $300.
Listen to me. Usually you get the point up front that they're switching you or they're trying to offer you something better, right? Right? You get it. You say, oh, okay, no, thank you, goodbye. And they keep trying, but you got the whole picture up front. No, this young lady, I hope you're watching. Baby, shame on you for shame. Let me tell you, she was so sweet and smooth with it, honey. She said, you know what? Did you know that coronavirus, the pandemic, offered some kind of discount?
The government is giving credit.
And you're supposed to get it. Did you get yours? I'm like, no. Me and Jay like, huh? No,
we didn't get a credit? You're supposed to got a credit of like $600. I'm like, what?
For
Can
real?
can we get it now?
Look, so we go into this whole information. She's looking it up. Well, I just need this little bit of information to figure it out if you qualify for it. Well, then we standing here the whole time like, praise Jesus, hallelujah. Look what the welcome to our house.
Won't God do it? Won't he do it?
Praising
her
and stuff.
shouting with her and everything, girl.
We get a text message at about 30 to 45 minutes later on talking
After she
about
done left.
welcome. You've now enrolled into Reliant Energy.
I'm like, what?
No, full disclaimer.
Then switched our whole electric a company to somebody else.
Smooth with it, honey. Smooth. I have so many things.
You
wrong
won't have to
say.
pay electric bill for 2 months. What she said.
I have
That's a
so many
lie,
things
by
to
the way.
say.
That's a lie. You will
Complete
get
lie.
big.
Oh, so we will rectify that as soon as we're done here. But the thing that bothers me is this young lady was black. Why are you swindling black people so you can come up? Because I'm sure it was for some kind of
I'm sure to
commission.
get a commission. Yeah.
But my point being is why? We come back to that same thing. Why are we always taking from each other? We will never, ever have our own. Never, ever have
Never
our
be
own
on
side.
top.
Never, ever, 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 as long as we swindling. I had to put that out there because I meant to say that was what was on my mind first today. But keep pushing, like I said earlier,
got
words of
God.
encouragement.
She got
I got
God,
God,
y'all.
y'all. I got God. I feel so old.
She thought she had did something. She thought that, oh boy, we ain't gonna have no electric bill
For
to pay
2 months.
for 2 months, baby.
Hey, no,
Michelle-
that's so funny because I don't know if y'all got this call, the call from the Social Security office.
Everybody
Girl,
heard
yes,
that one.
yes.
Girl.
Okay, so
Yes, Jesus.
and it's a recording, and then they tell you to press 1 to speak to somebody or something.
Yeah.
So
girl.
I press it to speak to somebody, and the man say, "How can I help you?" I said, "I don't know. You called me." I said, "I did not call you. What is it that you want?" Well, you don't know what it is that you need. I said, "No, because you called me. I don't know what it is. You the one who needs to call. You want to talk to me? You call me." He sits there. He says, "Well, what is your He said, "Can I have your No, they said somebody has been messing with, stole my
Trying
my
to
Social
steal your
Security.
identity
Yeah.
and all of that. Yeah.
And so
yeah.
I said, "Oh yeah." He say, "So can I get your Social Security?" I said, "Yeah, shit, you ought to have it. You the one calling me."
You know, wait a
Girl.
minute. You know what I told them when they called me? I told them I don't give a damn. They can have it. Cause I got bad credit. They ain't gonna get nowhere with that, baby.
But I
They ain't
told him,
gonna
I
get
said,
nowhere. Y'all
Yeah,
can
like-
have that Social Security number.
Look, I told him when he asked
Stupid
what I
bad
said.
credit having ass.
I said, if you know that they
Keep
trying
it bad
to,
when nobody fuck with you.
They
You
trying
gotta
to
worry
steal,
about nobody stealing your shit.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all. I told him, I said, well, since you know that somebody is y'all suspending my Social Security number, I said that means you ought to know my Social Security number, right? Man hung up on me.
I bet you did.
Somebody
Okay.
called. Somebody called Teresa, and they was talking to her. It was the same thing. And this girl Teresa said, "Who is this?" And I think she said her name was Michelle. And so Teresa said, "Well, what do you want?" And the girl got real quiet, real quiet. And then she goes,
No, ma'am.
"I just want to tell you that I love you," and hung up.
Mm.
And we looked, me and her just looking at each other, and I was like, "What the hell?" So we tried to call the number back. Nah. I just want to tell you. No good.
Honey.
Yeah, they've been pulling that scam for a while now. They've been getting a lot of people though, especially these older people. You know what I'm saying? They actually think it's the Social Security number.
Do.
Yeah.
Yep. Boy.
But I just thought I'd ran about that. That was my little song.
Yeah, she got. So now we with Reliant Energy. That's
Please,
all about.
anybody. Okay,
Y'all
we will
got-
rely
hey,
on
When
y'all
they
energy.
come to your door,
No,
treat them
Jay.
like Jehovah Witnesses. Turn
Close
them
the
away.
door.
Baby. Turn them away.
Jay,
Yes.
y'all are together. Y'all got God.
No.
I was at the table eating. You know, food come first.
Okay.
You whatever
I'm
business you handling at the
I'm here
door.
burning up waffles and carrying on, eating, smacking on bacon and shit. I'm up here talking, trying to handle business,
Wait a
you know.
minute, wait a minute,
But
let me
she in the
tell you
kitchen talking about praise God.
I sure will, baby. She got talking about free money. What'd you say? Free $600. $600.
Y'all better stop.
I ain't got. Wait a minute. I ain't got to pay no electric bill. I ain't got to pay no electric bill for 3 months. Baby, sign that. I don't give a damn what it say. Sign it.
Oh, God, smooth. Yeah. Yeah, we gonna take care of that as soon as the show over. Father, son.
That just tells me that when we get older, we gonna get God.
I know it's so
Somebody
easy.
gonna scam my ass real good.
Yeah,
Ooh,
they're gonna
man.
hit y'all whole bank account. It's gonna be gone. They're gonna wipe you out. Look,
I'm gonna need y'all to be looking out for us. We a sisterhood, right? We all need to be looking out for our old, know.
They gon' listen. They gonna wipe y'all behinds out every month. First of the month, y'all shit empty. Y'all gonna see it in there
Oh,
first, then it's gonna
look.
be gone.
Girl, when I tell you something, honey, no ma'am, no ma'am.
I don't receive that.
None of it.
Now it's time to get on to our next topic. How do you deal with rejection? How do you bounce back from rejection? Nay,
Alright.
I'm gonna start with you while you down there all quiet and stuff.
It's a quiet girl.
How did you ever bounce back from rejection if you were ever rejected in your life? Tell us about it. Tell us about your story.
Mine was on the workforce. I was rejected behind my disability, and in the beginning, it used to offend me to know that I was qualified, or in some instance overqualified, but because they saw my physical being, they didn't go with me as a candidate. So it doesn't matter if it's your personal relationship, a job, whatever. Being rejected, knowing that you are more than qualified for the job or the situation, that's the most horrible feeling that you can feel. And for me, how did I get over it? I went for the person's job that refused me the job.
Wow.
Did you
And
get
got
it?
that job. Yep.
Hey, now, yes. How did that restore you? How did that build you up? How did that make you feel?
I waited 90 days to reapply, and they were hiring in HR. And when they were hiring in HR, this person was getting ready to move up within it. So this person that told me no had to train me to do her job. And when she trained me to do her job, she said she didn't remember me, but at the end of the day, she really did. And
Hell yeah, she remembered you, man. Hell yes. Well, she was talking shit, talking about that motherfucker.
No, but the only thing I told her is God bless her, because we were in front of the board at, HR food service. So I was like, baby, bless you, because I knew I was more than qualified. So God bless you. Oh, but behind the scenes. Behind the scenes.
Nasty, honey, because I already know she was talking all that ugly, salty stuff.
I had to make sure her paycheck was nice. I had to make sure I was the one doing her paycheck.
Oh my gosh, that sucks.
I can't tell you how many times I moved a decimal.
Do you guys think
you don't?
Look, we ain't finna. Do you guys feel that teaches the other person something? You get what I'm saying? Because I felt like that had to have taught her a lesson too, or at least brought her down a notch or so. Because I mean,
it brought her down. I ain't gonna say it taught her anything, because she was still an itch at the end of the day. Even though she moved up the ladder, and she gave the other people hell up the ladder, and the people that was up under us, it was more peaceful. The people that she left that I had took over, I ran the company. Well, I ain't gonna say I ran the company, but they didn't ever have a problem with their payroll checks anymore.
I know they didn't.
Well, how about rejection in relationships? When a guy turns you down for whatever reason, or a female turns you down for whatever reason.
That brings you to a different. And I'm just gonna say this. That makes you feel like shit. It starts to make you question everything about yourself. You're like, what was it about me that wasn't good enough? Especially if you see that person that dumped you or didn't show interest towards you with somebody else that you feel, in your opinion, looks better than you.
Looks worse than you.
Or worse? You feel like it's worse? Because I'm looking like,
saying when they get with somebody who looks worse than you.
Yes. Then you say to yourself, oh, okay, so really now what is it? What, So I don't know.
When you say a relationship, I like I said on the last show, a guy dated me because of pity. But then when he seen me move up the ladder and start dating someone else, and I'll say it now, the significant other that I have right now, he ain't a dime piece for everybody. He just my dime piece. But when you see what I have compared to where I come from, then you want to be like, oh, that's good. Now I'm proud of you. No, don't be proud of me, bitch. You just missed out. You just missed out. You make these double D's stand out even taller. That's what you do.
You dumb. Poke them out, girl. Hold them up.
And that's the reason why also on the last show I said, when y'all asked me if I'm not attracted to the woman, why do I continue on the date? Why do I finish the date? Because I know how that rejection, I know how it affects a woman. So still, I continue the date and I finish it, make them feel like a woman, everything, treat them like a queen.
Okay, so everybody in the comments, we're talking about rejection now, and if you've ever experienced it and how you've handled it. Specifically right now about relationships. So Jay, you mentioned
I always complete a date whether I like the woman or not. When we first meet and we go out and I say, hell, I don't like her, I'm still going to treat her like a woman. I'm still going to continue to date. So therefore, so when we go home, she feels good.
You know,
She ain't got to deal with that rejection.
What about y'all, Taz? What about whenever that girl calls you?
Whenever she calls me back.
She calling you on the phone and you give her that, you know how you click that button.
What I do, I go back out with her. Wait just a minute. I go back. Hold on one second. I go back out with her for a couple of more dates, and I make it to where she don't like me. I act ignorant, so she'll say that I'm not her type. Go ahead.
Really?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
so here's the thing, and this may create more problem than, you know what I'm saying, than just going along with it. That false hope. When you give a person false hope, I say you can't do that because you never know what that person is going through mentally or emotionally and how they're gonna click. So therefore, look at here, they might be mad because you don't. At least you was honest with them. Be honest with them. Go ahead.
So
and
you
tell them
say
what it
cut
is.
them in the jugular from the beginning. Then that's what you say.
No.
Cut them in the knees.
Okay.
Now,
you
let me
might
tell you
as
what I
well,
do.
because you got to think about it. If you go ahead and be honest, they can't say you lied. Now, if they keep coming for it, okay, now they set themselves up for that. As long as you are, I mean, you can't sugarcoat nobody's feelings. You can't do that because
Come on, no, y'all.
it's gonna make it worse in the end. Trust and believe. It makes
This is
it
what I
worse
do,
in the
Taz.
end.
When I know that type of woman who have low self-esteem or they can't accept rejection, I put it off on me. I tell them I just got out of a bad relationship.
It's not
and
you,
it's not
it's
you.
me.
I'm just not ready.
Ain't that the
and
word?
you're such
So
a
why
good
go on
woman.
a date?
You're such a good woman. I don't want to hurt you
Somebody
because
gonna tell you
I'm not
full of
ready.
shit.
I'm not
They
gonna
gonna
take
say,
no
Jay,
shit.
you full
I'm
of
not gonna
Do
shit.
it that way, but why go on a date to begin with? If you ain't ready,
Well,
why the
like
hell
I
you
said.
going on a date?
Like I said, hey, I'm going out on a date, but we might hook up. But if she ain't the right type, I'm gonna make up an excuse. That's just what it is.
This can be deceiving. I mean, you preconceived judgment.
I'm
in
not
the
saying it's
beginning.
all about looks. Sometimes you can find the baddest ass women. I found one look like Jada Pickens, but still, it was some shit that wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? It was some stuff that wasn't right. And we're gonna have to discuss that. But if I have to discuss that with you, we can't be together, baby.
Is that what you gotta
You know,
discuss?
don't come to me when you done already slept with a man,
Oh,
and then you're
snap.
coming to me like I ain't gonna smell all that. You know
Oh,
what I'm
that's
saying?
a whole
You might-
nother topic. Sweet
you might
baby
look like
Jesus.
you might look like Jade on the outside, but you're toe up in the inside.
Ooh,
That's it.
That's a whole nother topic, I must say. Okay.
So she had to get that rejection
what
card
you
that
say?
night.
It's not you.
Reject, go
It's
back home
me.
and get that soap and get that
That dial.
I'm gonna go on.
It's not you.
It's not you, it's me, baby.
It's me,
It's
baby.
me. You know, I'm still trying to get over my ex right now, and I don't want to hurt you. That's right.
That's
That's right.
just so cliche.
I think I done
bullshit.
heard that line a time or two. If I'm being honest, Cynthia, it's not
Just
you,
saying.
it's me.
It's me.
You know, I'm not ready to be the man you need me to be. Well, why the hell
There
you
you
on
go.
my face then?
Right.
See, that be my thing. Why are you even bothering with this conversation if you know you're not ready?
Right.
Quit looking for something and stringing a person on. If you're not ready, don't even indulge in conversation. I remember I was working in a store, and this young man comes in, and he says, he kept trying to holler at me. I kept saying, I'm good. And so he would always ask me, well, why won't you talk to me? And I told him, I said, shit, I don't want no relationship. I ain't trying to have no kind of friends. I don't need sexual friends. none of
Okay,
that.
you kept it honest. Kept it
So
honest. Okay.
yes, but he kept trying. So finally one day he got mad at me. And I had to explain it to him. I said, let me tell you something. I said, when I told you no, you didn't want to hear it, you kept thinking that in some ways it might have meant yes, so you kept trying. I said, now you pissed off about it. I said, so guess who got to deal with that? I said, now that's your fault because I was honest with you. He said, you was for real? I
Girl.
said, yes. He said, you know what? He said, it makes a lot of sense. He said, and that is my fault. And I said, and people have to understand, just because you get rejected, it doesn't mean that you're not attractive. It doesn't mean that person might not like you. It just might mean at that point in time, that person might be going through something that they don't want to involve you in. So don't take rejection as a bad thing. It's not always a
Okay,
bad thing.
I can
I don't
understand
know.
that.
I always think
Francis?
it's bad when you turn me down because I look at myself like, bitch, what's wrong with me? What's
You
Oh,
make you wonder
Lord.
what's wrong. But
what's
let me
wrong with
say
me?
it. It makes you say to yourself, okay, yeah, being honest is one thing, right? It'll keep you from guessing and assuming and making, those first three letters of assume. Okay. But isn't there a way that you can, I suppose, Jay, that I have to give you some credit, that, it's not you, it's me.
That's right.
There's a way to do it, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Because wait a minute, like you said, Francis, you never know what somebody is
I'm
going
not
through.
interested.
Whether no, what I'm saying is you never know about the person, what they're going through, or what
And
mental
that's true.
status they're in, and so your rejection could mess somebody up
Could
bad.
make them commit suicide or
as well,
anything.
just
You
as
don't
well
know.
as leading them
They put
on
Amber.
or making them giving them false hope can do the same thing. You give a person false hope, you sugarcoat what it is that you're saying when all you have to do is be like, listen, I understand if you go on a date, hey, this was nice, we could be, what I'm saying, might can
We
stay in
can
touch
be
and be
friends. I think
friends.
that's what
You
women
see what
say.
I'm saying?
We can be
Other
friends.
than
That's
don't
still
lead a
hurtful.
person.
That's hurtful. Still, that's hurtful.
If you lead a person,
Everybody can read
on,
between those lines. We can just be friends.
well,
No,
okay,
bitch, say I'm
what's the
ugly.
point in reading? But I'll fuck read
Say
between
I'm
the
ugly.
lines.
Say
Not
ugly.
even.
Say I'm ugly. Say you're not
I don't
interested.
You
care what
ain't
he
I don't
right.
want to
say.
hear that we can just be friends. Damn that, because if you tell me
So
that,
you
we
can't
can't
hear
even be
that?
friends. Hell
We can't be
no.
Well, then,
friends.
Let me
well,
go
then,
out back in the day and
okay.
somebody tell me that we could just be friends.
If I said
Hell
we-
to the
if-
no.
If I said we could be friends and the motherfucker said, hell, I don't want to, I ain't trying to be your friend, but shit, we ain't got nothing else to talk about. I'm gonna holler at you. You
You
gonna call
know
me? And trust me,
what?
I've had somebody say, somebody was trying to talk to me. You gonna call me? I said, nah, I ain't gonna even lie to you. I said, I'm not even finna tell you that lie. I said, because I'm not gonna call. Well, why not? Shit, I ain't got no reason. I'm not finna make up no reason. I done had somebody say, why haven't you called me? Shit, I hadn't planned on it.
Well, do you think, y'all? Do you guys think that women are more direct and blunt about the rejection? And we're talking about relationship. We're keeping it in that room right now. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's hooking up on dates or being in long term or whatever. Do you think that women are more harsh, or do you think men are?
I know I can't speak for
I
the
really
other
think.
As
women.
far as the delivery, as far as delivering
I
the
think
rejection.
women. I think
Yeah,
women.
I think women.
Because a
I was just
man
gonna say
is
that
gonna
I
be
can't.
out to get whatever he can get.
So he gonna sweet talk
He
you to
gon'
get it.
No, I'm just saying he ain't got to sweet talk you. You know what I'm saying? If
If
he
he
know
see
that you
that
got
you're
low self esteem or
interested,
whatever, and you're interested, hey, he
and
gonna go through the
he
thing.
ain't
You
got
know what I'm
much
saying?
work to do. That
I
other
was just
person don't.
I can't speak for the next woman, but I will. I have been rejected and I have did some
Oh yeah.
rejection.
Amber
So,
says the
you
same
know,
thing. Amber says, I have been there and through it. It made me feel like I'm not good enough. And she said, and with that being said, that made her settle and get into relationships that she really didn't want to be in.
Like you said, Taz. So I guess, and the settling part is damaging, and the person that got let down could also be damaging.
Well, first
So
of all, if your self-esteem and you have confidence in you and you know who you are, rejection won't bother you like that.
I don't know because it
but
bothers
no,
me
wait a
now,
minute,
too.
wait a minute.
Hold on,
Yeah,
because listen, let me explain something to you. You people have to understand something. You are not everybody's type, and everybody is not your type. So you don't have to sit there and talk to everybody that comes along when you know you're not attracted to them.
but it
So
messes with you,
therefore,
Taz. It messes with you because let me tell you, it's
I
like
was
this.
just gonna
I
say,
told
you ain't
her-
seen my titties?
am I
Look here,
ugly?
girl. I told
my-
myself that I was flying. Look, I dressed up, looked real good, and I liked this person. It was a dude. I liked him. I thought he was fine as hell. Like everybody was chasing after him and everything. And I was like, ooh, I know I'm qualified. Like, look, gonna think I'm cute too, right? Well, then he dissed me, like complete ignore, and I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So it made me feel like I couldn't talk to somebody of that caliber anymore. You know what I'm saying? It dumbed me down, made me feel like, oh, I better stick to this B league down here instead of going for the A. So I'm just saying it messes with you.
I
Yep.
mean, for some people it do. I'm not saying it doesn't mess with anybody. I'm not saying that at all. But like, don't get me wrong. Yeah, back in the day when I was younger, hell yeah, your feelings get hurt. You be like, and it makes you, you know what I'm saying, back away. Girl, please. After I got grown, I don't give a fuck about being rejected, because I come to realize that I am not everybody's type as well as everybody's not my type.
That comes
So
with growth,
therefore,
definitely.
instead of putting myself in a situation to have to explain why I'm not into you, my answer is no. And I don't have to explain nothing to you. I'm not ready. I'm not looking for nothing. And that should be the end of the day.
One of the solutions is to love yourself more. Love
You
yourself
got
more,
to.
I
Oh
think.
yes. Oh yes. Got to.
And quit expecting for everybody else's acceptance and
Yeah.
validation. I
Yeah, to
think that'll
validate
help.
Mm-hmm.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when
You
you
got.
living and
You
waiting
have
on
to.
somebody else to validate you, you
Yeah.
living a fake life. You living for everybody else. You know what I'm
You
saying?
live
Yeah.
You
You
always
got to
gonna be
live for
behind
you.
living a fake life.
Because trust and
Well,
believe. Remember, we've said this in another show. You never know who's watching. While you're out here chasing this one that you really think that you're attracted to, probably ain't worth two wooden nickels. There's somebody watching you and likes your caliber, likes the way you are, likes the way you dress, likes the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you smile, how you wear your hair. And you're not even paying them no attention, but they watching you. You see what I'm saying?
and that's
Have y'all
true.
ever
Love.
done that? Have y'all ever done that though? You seen a woman or a man that you know damn well is attracted to you, but you wouldn't give them two quarters of a day.
Mm-hmm.
Have
Yep.
you?
You like, no, that ain't gonna work.
And
Mm-mm.
you know
But
what's
this
funny?
seems like whenever the crazy part is, whenever you keep on rejecting them, boy, that persistence
They keep
comes.
coming.
Like,
Yes, and
There's the
they
player
get harder.
card. There's the player card. I used to play that
And
card
then,
all the time,
and
baby.
but you
If
know
I know
what the
you
fun?
attracted to me, I'm gonna give you a hard time. You ain't gonna get me easy. Because
But
when you
this is the,
get me, you're gonna try your damnedest to keep me because it was hard to
Yeah.
get me.
and then here's the crazy thing. When I would see somebody, and this was a big turnout for me, a person who was trying to talk to me, but everybody else always wanted, and that person knew that they was the shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they walk around like, you know what I'm saying, shit, I'm God's gift to women or whatever the case may be. I'm like, mm-mm, nah.
you
That's
know,
I don't know, for some odd reason that's a big turn off to me. Or like the pretty boy or that
oh well,
too
see,
pretty ass female. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
That's not something that I've ever been attracted to.
Like you
Do y'all
said, the
remember? Do
types.
y'all remember back in the day at Dillingham when everybody used to go
What's
crazy
Dillingham?
over? That's a middle school
Mm-hmm.
that we all went to, Dillingham Middle School, and
Yeah.
all the women was going crazy over Michael Grisby. They thought he looked like Michael Jackson. Y'all
Oh
remember that?
snap!
Everybody was falling over. Everybody, I mean, girls
Enough.
rushing up on the bus like trying to get his autograph and everything. It
Yeah,
was
I was gonna
crazy.
say, and then
I remember females going crazy in high school over Sterling Boyd.
yep, yep.
They
I
they
remember
they
that.
damn near
Yep,
lost their mind. They seen Sterling
yep.
Boyd coming down the highway, baby.
Oh yeah.
But
And he
look,
was I mean,
man, talking about yup.
and he was jet black, he was dark, uh
Who?
he was dark. Sterling.
No, he wasn't.
Sterling
No, he
brown
was
skin.
dark skinned. Well, to
He
me,
brown.
No,
he's dark skinned.
you might be talking about. I mean, Corey.
Brown
There was
skin.
Corey
No,
Taylor.
no.
There was Sterling Boyd.
And I remember
Look,
Sterling.
yeah,
But
look,
he was
look.
always
Yeah, they love Sterling.
They learned Sterling Boyd, baby. Boy,
I
they
bet
see
you that
that
nigga's.
young
Excuse
man
me. I
walking
bet you
down
his
the
head was
hall.
huge.
It was Pete Spratt. All of them. They
Yeah.
was crazy.
Yeah, I remember that.
They were the football
Oh,
stars.
what about
The
Yeah.
jocks.
They were the
well,
jocks.
Okay.
I think this one was a little older than us. Remember Aaron Hopkins?
Yeah.
So
I
y'all
remember
reminiscing
Aaron.
about the old high school people who thought their heads was. So were they arrogant? Did they act
Yes,
arrogant?
yes,
Yeah,
yes. They were
yeah.
arrogant. Yes, they knew
That's
it.
the football
Because
They
thing.
knew
they
it.
That's the
knew
kind.
they knew it.
Yeah. So I bet you their
Okay.
rejection wasn't necessarily. They
I'm
probably
gonna
didn't
say it
handle
one more
rejection
again.
well.
Nope.
I'm gonna say it one more time for the people in the back. I wasn't in the popular crowd. I wasn't trying to fit in shit. I would. Hey,
Now,
how you doing?
let me tell you. So with that being said, Nay, it brought me to thinking about, when I was in high school, my
mom's
level
house.
of rejection. You know what I'm saying? It didn't have this is different, switching gears from relationship. It was more what I dealt with when I was in high school. So I went to a high school that was predominantly white. We had a handful, literally a handful of black people in that school. And so I was in part of some of the honor classes or whatever, and that even narrowed it down to one in this huge class of people. You get what I'm trying to say? Like it was, very select. So I never, I never really thought of myself as I thought I fit in with that particular crowd of people, but when it was brought to my attention that I never fit in with other black people.
Black people. Yep.
I felt challenged. It was like for some reason when a crowd of black people would see me or I would try to fit in with them, I didn't. They would make fun of me or they would talk about me, talk about how I talk or whatever. But then with the white people, I fit in. They
You know
accepted
what?
it. You know what I'm saying? But then, so that made me feel a different way about
Made you feel
myself.
rejected.
You know what? And it does, because I'm not gonna lie. all them little black folks over in Sherman, Denison, Texas, they was the same damn way. The deal is with black people, they don't know how to congregate amongst each other. They have their own little crowd amongst their, you know what I'm saying? And don't get it twisted. In Sherman, no, I'm like, no, I wasn't a popular one either. It was us, you know what I'm saying? And then you had some of those that you used to hang with. Then later on in life, they act like you ain't never hung together. But that's on another note. Anyway, but then, and it's like, I didn't get popular until I left Sherman and Denison. When I moved back to West Texas, and I went to high school.
So did you feel rejected when you was in Sherman? Did you feel rejected by people?
Yeah.
I did.
I did
in school.
Mm-hmm.
I always wondered, like, my brother was so popular and big in school. I'm trying to figure out, like, shit, what's the difference in this ballhead motherfucker get me? I don't get it.
And it makes you, because you got to remember, it was because what? You didn't have those certain clothes that everybody else wore, or your hair wasn't like everybody else's, your shoes wasn't like everybody else's, or you have to, you know what I'm saying? It was always something. Or, you know what I'm saying?
You're right. You're like really right about that.
I stayed across the street from them damn Joneses. Had to endure you know what I'm saying? Had to endure that, and them always picking on you. One day, 8th grade, I just got tired. Judy had to stop.
And went off.
From that moment on,
it boils up inside you to where you can't handle it anymore,
Yeah,
and then you lash out. You end up turning out or acting out differently.
Jay know there was that time when they was trying to get Chablis to hit me, and they didn't realize that under my books in my hand, girl, I had brought a knife to school. They didn't even realize.
And
that.
see,
it brings you
that's
to
that's
that
what I was about to say.
next
That's a
level.
form of that rejection that causes you to go overboard. You know what
And
I'm
it-
saying? You're
and it
tired.
was-
You're tired of being bothered and messed with all the time when you're just trying to be in peace. And then you got these people who are not accepting of you. And then it pushed her to that point to where, shit, I'm going to drastic measures now. I got a whole damn butcher knife in my damn book that I didn't
Well,
brought
see,
to
the
school.
thing no, in that moment, that wasn't even about acceptance. That part was the fact that I sit here and keep getting bullied. They keep picking with you. I didn't give a damn about hanging with them. I mean, come on. They wasn't nobody.
But the bad part about it is, even though you feel the things that you felt, right? I'm going back to the things that I felt with these same crowd of black people that didn't accept me.
Well,
I wanted to. The more they rejected me, the more I wanted to. It was like I was seeing.
Started changing yourself, right? Started changing your personality. Trying to fit in
I
with the
can't
black
dance.
people.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me teach myself how to dance.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't talk the way that y'all talk. Okay, well, let me change the way I'm talking. So let me get a little bit, put a little more slang.
Well, see-
Of course, as you see, it never worked. No, it didn't.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
But
And
see,
drove
when we
me
was
to
just-
want to be involved with them more, and it.
Well, see, when
I
we
don't
were
know.
in
That's
when
crazy.
we were in school, okay, so you had the people that I was accepted by, Jay and Cynthia, when we was in school together. So for that, I was cool with them. I was cool with that part of it. The rest of them, it wasn't wanting to be accepted by them because I didn't care for them like that. I used to hate the hell out of them, which I wish I could shake them to sleep. I just wish they would stop picking on people and leave people alone. They had to realize that everybody is not like them. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? And the only reason they had the clothes that they had because they stole them. So anyway.
Wait, I got to hit this point right here because Dana hit a very important point. She said, you just got fed up. And what is sad is that they had been rejected too. So maybe it was them who were dealing with the rejection. So that was their way. That was their outlet. That was their outlet. They were rejecting that rejection out.
Yeah.
That might have been that rejection, but they didn't have to bully me every goddamn day. I was tired. Shit, I got tired of fighting. Shit.
Hurt people.
I was trying to be your friend. Yeah, I'm trying to play patty cake with you.
I mean, we ain't even got to be friends, but have enough respect. Stay in your lane. Let me stay in mine. You don't have to, every time you walk past me, say something or whatever the case may be. What is it about me that you know what I'm saying, that you got to pick with me? But like she just said, it was the fact that they were probably being rejected because they wanted to fit into a group that didn't want to be bothered with them.
That's very true.
I think that's my favorite.
That's very true. Because and the reason why I know that's true because when one of the sisters would be by themselves, we could talk and have a cordial conversation. But it was when they got around each other, it felt like I have to be a certain way. I have to change to fit in. And I feel like it was because they couldn't deal with rejection from everybody else because they felt like they were known to be the baddest people in Sherman.
And you know, and now in saying that and looking back on it, it actually makes a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know that then because we didn't have the mindset that we have now to think about that.
So what do you guys feel is positive? Now that, we've shared our experiences and maybe reasons why.
The positive is to love yourself, to keep pushing no matter what anybody says. Take that rejection and turn it into positive. Work harder at whatever goal you're trying to reach. You know what I'm saying? That's with when you're trying to pursue a business or you're trying to do better in life, you're going to have people, excuse me, not supporting you and rejecting you. You know what I'm saying? But you can't let that bog you down and you stay in that one situation, get in that depression state and say, you know what, they said I can't do it, so I can't do it. You can't believe what they say. You got to keep pushing. Let that be your motivation. Let that be your fuel.
I think a positive thing is to realize, like what one of the viewers said, if you can pause for a moment, because first of all, you're deep down in whatever you're going through your own emotional feelings due to the rejection. But if you can stop to step outside of yourself and think of maybe why they responded the way they did, why they're acting the way they are, then maybe it'll help you understand something a little bit better. You get what I'm saying? To realize that it's not you.
It's not you, it's them. It's them that's dealing with the rejection.
For me, a positive note. Go ahead, read it, Judy.
See what you can learn from that rejection. Maybe they're intimidated by you. That's true.
Again, step outside of you for a minute. Yep, yeah, I agree.
One of the biggest
you can expect for everybody to believe in what you believe in. Go ahead, Nate.
That's true.
One of the biggest things I can say as far as me dealing with rejection, I don't mind dealing with it so much now as an adult versus a child, because when you reject me, that make me fight harder. When you tell me what I can't do, what I can't achieve, what I can't have, it makes me kick it in even harder. And I'm talking about our little entrepreneur t-shirt business. You ain't gonna be able to do this. Your design is crooked. Whatever. The more you motivate me, the more you talk about me, the more gas you fill me up with to keep pushing to make more and better designs. So I do take that fuel and I use it for something positive.
There you go. Use the rejection as fuel.
But I have to step back. I have to step back to the relationship because there's a lot of women that they deal with that rejection and they do settle in relationships. Get the hell out of those relationships. Stop settling. You have to know that you got to know your worth. You got to know that you're worth something. Don't sit in a relationship and take that type of abuse and somebody steadily putting you down every day, day in and day out. And you start to believe in your own head that I'm not worth it.
Judy, I know
anything.
We're not.
And that don't do nothing but lead to depression and then eventually
love yourself.
Go ahead, Nate.
I was finna say, I know we're not doing the t-shirt battle, but when you said know your self-worth, I want to show this shirt that I just made. Okay, and this is for me. I literally made this for me. Not to sell. I mean, if somebody wanted, that's cool, but it was to uplift me.
And that's another important thing. You got to start doing things to uplift yourself. Do things every day to uplift yourself.
Hey,
I love it. I love it. What does that shirt say?
I see Queen, but I can't read the words, name.
It says, Black Queen, you are a strong, amazing, beautiful, gifted, worthy. You are a rock. You are the rock.
I know that's right. I absolutely love that.
We got Dana in the audience saying that she need one.
So contact Nay and inbox her, and she will get you situated, honey.
I make this
designs, baby. I love that. You need to talk to yourself every day. A lot of these black women need to do that. You know what I'm saying? We deal with so much on a daily basis. You need to always uplift yourself. Talk to yourself. I know that sounds crazy, but shit, I talk to myself.
It works.
Get in that mirror.
I talk to myself. I ain't afraid to say it.
Okay.
When I'm down, somebody doubting, telling me that I can't do something, I'm pep talking myself, telling me, no, get your ass up. Get out of this depression. Get out of this depression. Do not believe what they tell you that you can't do. You get up and you keep pushing. Don't accept rejection.
That's the part I don't do. Like, I'll talk to myself. And I don't, and like, I won't say shit just because they told you you can't don't mean you know what I'm saying, don't mean you can't.
Right.
What I do is I be like, bitch, let's get this together. I know
Right.
damn well you got this. Let's go in here and let's get it done.
A lot of
And
people
it's like, I
always say
guess
that you can't because they're afraid that they can't do it. You
That
know what
they
I'm
can't
saying?
do it.
and you know what? Or it's the possibility they think that since they can't do it, oh well, let me keep this one right here with me because I don't want them to climb higher than, you know what I'm saying, higher than where I am. I need to keep them, like they say,
Definitely.
misery loves company.
Well, that's all people. A lot of people, they want to see you do good, but they don't want to see you do better than what they doing. That's
That's
just what
right.
it is.
That's true. That's true.
Like I say,
That's
you
all
gotta
true.
keep pushing. Keep pushing. It's gonna be some
Yeah.
struggles. It's gonna be some hard
So,
times. But ain't nothing worth having that ain't you
And
ain't had
don't
to
be
work for.
do you
and
guys
don't
feel
be
like
afraid to go head on. You
You
know what
feel
I'm
me?
saying? And when it comes to, like you say, when it comes to rejection, whether it's from friends, family, whoever it is, you got to remember it's not the end of the world. Just remember, you are your own person. You are not everybody's type. Don't always take it as a, you know what I'm saying, as a letdown. You never know what that other person is going through. Hell, they might be actually saving you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They might be saving you. And you don't even realize it. All you thinking is, I want this person. I want to get to know this person. But they're trying to save you because they damaged right now. They're
I
damaged
think
goods.
I agree, and I feel like rejection isn't all. It. We may look at it bad. You hear the word rejection, it just sends off negative vibes. But when you really truly think about rejection, it's not. It's
It's not
either
always bad.
it's either gonna do something either to help you. You get what I'm saying? Save you, prevent you from something. It's almost like a protection mechanism if you look at it like
I'm gonna
that.
say this. I've been rejected by a woman before, and now to this day, I understand it. I respect it because she knew that I was a good person. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't date. She rejected me. She didn't want me the way that I wanted her. That was fine.
Which
Especially
saved you.
yeah.
And
But the thing is that the person that she got with, after a week that we met, then she got with somebody else. But she actually used that person just for sex and just,
Oh
for
wow.
that, for intimacy. Yeah, because she was already tied up with somebody else. So I respected her because she decided not to hurt me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
yeah.
So you have to sometimes evaluate the
And
situation and understand what's going on.
I
And
mean,
I feel like
and
I respect her. I
that's true.
respect her for
But you
that.
still,
Cause she came
for
real.
me, and see, that's the thing. If you are honest, and this is the thing, when people tell you that, oh, be honest with me, why do people still rather tell the damn lie?
Because they don't want to hurt
It's
you.
easier to lie.
Easier to lie,
That
keep a
makes no.
fake
I mean,
facade
but
up, or not hurt someone. So
fuck that.
I'm gonna be quiet on
Fuck
that note
that.
because I'm gonna be quiet on
I
that
done
note
been
because I
through
lied for
too.
2 years. Shit, I'm
Listen, I
Yeah,
done
you
been
need to be
through too
quiet then.
much.
You need to hush.
I done been through
Don't
too
hush.
much from childhood on into part of my adulthood. You know what I'm saying? Back then, when you're in school, it's like you say, you play that little game. You don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, so you might not say nothing, or you just stay back. Now, man, I'm not even finna sit here in front. I don't give two fucks. If I tell you, please take what I say
let me tell
and
you,
move on. Do not keep coming. Now, if you keep coming, and I done already told you no, I done told you I'm not interested, then there's going to be a problem because then I am going to get ugly. And
let me
I'm
tell
not going
let,
to say, listen, I'm not attracted to you because you're ugly or I don't like your shoes. I'm not going to say nothing
I
like
just
that.
don't want to talk to you.
I'm just not, at this point, I'm not interested. I'm dealing with something else. Please
Right.
take
all
that and let that be
all
that.
y'all need to do is put on Mary J. Blige's "Just Fine." That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. When you get that
Just
rejection,
fine.
just fine, 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 fine.
Can I, you know what's funny?
Just
Wait,
fine. That's
no.
it. And problem
What's funny
solved.
is that's my text ringtone on here.
Just saying. That's all
What?
you need. That's all you need.
All right, y'all. It's time for Thursday giveaway.
All right.
Thursday giveaway. I got
everybody
all
in
the
the
numbers
comments.
here.
Thank
Everybody
you
in
for
the
joining
comments.
us.
Yeah, thank y'all. Thank y'all for y'all continuous support. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share.
Tell a friend.
Like I told y'all before, phone a friend.
Phone a friend.
Now, seriously, y'all, we're gonna be rolling out our What's Poppin' TV network next week. So you will be able to see us on Roku TV and also along with some other content that we have. So I'm excited about that. Hopefully y'all tune into it. If you have Roku or Fire TV, Google TV, you'll be able to catch us there on What's Poppin' TV.
We'll still be here too.
Yeah, we're
That
still gonna
sounds
be
so
here.
So don't
we
worry.
ain't leaving y'all. Oh God.
We moving on up to
Moving on up
Hey.
to the
Finally
top.
got a piece of the
A
pie
bees don't burn in the kitchen.
in the kitchen. Hey.
Bees don't burn on the grill.
Dog, we gonna stop our drama.
Trying just to keep
Go
up
in
with
the
that
pop
hill.
in. We gonna stop it right now. Y'all, we showing out.
Some in Dixie. I don't even know it. I'm making up words.
Dixie.
Making up words right now.
We dumb. We dumb. But
Yeah,
hallelujah.
moving on up. Moving on up. Okay, y'all. Seriously.
Dumb.
First number, y'all, is
Dumb.
number 4.
Number 4 belongs to, let's see, Taylor Fuentes.
Taylor Fuentes. Make sure that you give us your information. Contact us. Hit us up in the inbox.
We'll find
baby.
you, don't
If
worry.
not, yes, we will find you. Next number is number 3. Boy, that is crazy.
Oh, shocking. Tatiana Bibles. Thank you. Thank you.
We
Thank
ain't
you.
giving her nah, we ain't giving her Nathan. Mercedes coming out there. We ain't giving her Nathan. She can't get Nathan.
Y'all, this is our way of giving back
I ain't
and
giving
showing
her
our
no money.
support.
I ain't giving her no money.
Thank you
Y'all,
guys as always.
Baby.
Dumb. I'm
Baby,
dumb.
tell her she ain't gonna get no money.
Dumb.
Can't get no money.
Bitch ain't got no money to be giving her.
Dumb. Thank you guys.
All right, y'all. Let's be straight talk. No BS. We love y'all. Y'all have a good night. Tune back in to us on Monday. We'll see y'all then.